hello. How are you? Oh, your breasts are fierce impressive, so they are. Ha 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 ha. Right, that's that one.
What riotous smut are you gawking at?
Huh? It's not smut. It's a DIY lifestyle book.
Right, yeah.
How to Get a Ride. It's from the man who brought us the Home Sex Change Guide and Doing It With Your Dog. There's a great chapter on multiple partners.
You go right ahead with your menage a trois.
Oh, Jesus. Does that have garlic in it?
Shut up, you bowser. You're giving me an arseache. If you keep heading that way, you'll end up no better than Larry Lang, or as he was known to his mates in the building trade, Banger Lang. He was one of them six-pack, hod-carrying loudmouth Casanova builder types.
Oh, I know. The type who shaves the hair off his arse.
Yeah, and it was quite a shock to his mates when he suddenly settled down with a local lass, Bridget O'Brien, who worked in the bookshop.
Who'd have thought a fella like that would settle down with your one?
Which one would this be?
You won the bookshop.
Oh, right, because it could have been Nora Flaherty, the barmaid from Mullinasnot, County Galway, or Vixen Beaver, the lap dancer from Caxtown Bridge, County Offaly.
What you talking about, Willis?
Huh? Banger Lang had just married for the third time. Each wife thought she was the only one. The cocky bastard had a master plan. You see, the building trade can take you all over the country.
Yeah.
And Banger thought, why not have a few wives? A bit of variety in my stable, and they can supplement me income while they're at it.
So the scuttering gobsheen had 3 wives on the go. Ha! There you are.
When he wanted a quiet night in, he'd stay with Bridget. When he wanted some free booze and a shag, he'd stay with Nora. And when he wanted some private dancing and adventurous bedtime frolics, he'd call on Vixen.
She sounds like the type that'd get strict on you and order you to get naked, give you a good spanking, then rub beef stock cubes all over your naked flesh, then let the dogs loose.
Shut
on
up, you feckless gimp! He'd destroy the sheets. But right enough, Banger Lang had it all.
But they must have suspected something.
Not at all.
Huh?
Banger was the king of confidence. He had every excuse in the book. I'll be back on Friday, love, he'd say. What'll I do without you at all? Listen, love, I need £50 for a pair of new wipers for the van. And they'd always give him what he wanted. Little did they suspect that he'd be using the money to buy presents for the next wife on his itinerary.
Certainly worth thinking about, though.
Yeah, he loved the thrill of it, and was so confident that he chose to ignore the incident in the shop.
What incident? What shop?
Colostomy Meats in Boyle. He popped in for an order of ham for the lads on the site. Started chatting up this woman behind the counter.
Oh, you can stop your chatterblines right there. I know your wife.
She said.
Oh, it's been a while. What's her name now?
Banger, for the first time, was caught out. Bridget. He hesitated.
No.
Said the woman. Nora.
No.
Said the woman. Vixen.
Oh, that's her. Vixen. Oh, lovely lady. She does ballet or something.
And before she'd finished talking, he'd left without the ham.
Jesus. A fella like that not thinking about his meat.
Well, he thought no more of it. She was just a nosy old cow. That evening he got a call from Vixen.
I've got to see you tonight. I'm so horny.
Ho ho ho! Super! Of course he couldn't resist Vixen's call. So he arrived all psyched up.
Come here. Had you a raging horn on him, huh?
You can hang a door off it, Rodge. She didn't waste any time. Before he knew it, he was spread-eagled, handcuffed to the bed.
I hope you don't mind, darling. I brought a couple of friends along.
Ha-ha! Bridget and Nora.
Ha-ha! That's right. The Secret Wives Club. The jig was up. His secret was out.
How did they find out?
Simple. Your one from the shop found Vixen's number. After all, it was £15 worth of ham he'd left behind. So they got talking, and your one from the shop told her of the funny incident of how her husband took 3 guesses to remember her name. It only took a few minutes investigating his mobile phone bill to track down the other 2 wives.
So what happened? Were they angry? Or were they willing participants?
Ah, come on, girls. Surely we can come up with some special arrangement, huh?
Banger suggested. A 4-in-a-bed session flashed through his mind.
No, you're too good to share, Banger.
Said Nora.
We'd each like a piece of you for ourselves.
And with that, Bridget pulled back the sheet from the end of the bed to reveal Banger's very own bench saw spinning into action. You could say he split up with them.
Well, if I'm not going to be a ladies' man, luckily I bought this other book.
Huh?
Huh? Han Solo, an out-of-this-world guide to self-gratification. Take a look at that.
Jesus, is that sandpaper?
Well, yeah, but that's the pleasure in pain chapter.
Yeah, maybe you should start at chapter 1.
Huh?
I'm a sad, lonely old bastard who can't even get a sniff of a woman.
Feck off. Come here, wait till I show you the back. Look. Look at that, look at that. There's some inspirational material of a photographic nature. Hang on. Feckin' pages are stuck together. Feckin'...
Probably a printing error.
They're feckin' glued together. What is... Hold on. Someone's been
Yes, right.
book.